Hi everyone, Namaste. Today we are going to talk about Koshas. So there are 5 questions we are going to answer. What are Koshas? Why do I need to know about these Koshas? Who discovered these Koshas? How do I experience these Koshas? When do I experience these Koshas? These 5 questions we are going to answer. What are Koshas? Koshas are 5 layers in our body. So let's say we have an onion here, right? Koshas are called layers. In the onion, you can see layers by layers, right? The same way, our body has 5 koshas, but you cannot see them. You can experience them. You can only see the gross layer, which is Annamaya kosha. Other koshas are not seen, but we can experience it and we can develop those koshas. It's up to us, it's in our hand. So there are 5 koshas. Annamaya kosha, which is the grossest element. Pranamaya kosha, which is the energy within the body. Manomaya kosha, which is the mind element. Vijnanamaya kosha, which is discriminating faculty. Anandamaya kosha, which is the bliss, the happiness level. So these are the 5 koshas. So you might ask, who discovered these koshas? These are taken from Panchakosha Viveka from Bhrigu. Bhrigu is the son, Varuna is the father. Bhrigu asked a question to his father: what is the fundamental stuff of this universe from which all the creation has come from? And his father, Varuna, instead of answering the question, he tells his son, go and do your own research. Go to the forest and do your own research. Bhrigu goes to the forest and does tapas. He discovers each kosha one by one. Every time he returns, his father tells him, there is more to it, go and do more research. So like this, he finds each kosha, all the 5 koshas. So this is a knowledge which you understood. Now, how we can apply, how we can experience these koshas? Annamaya kosha is the grossest layer. So you see the body, physical body, which you can touch and feel. That's the Annamaya kosha. Everything is sustained by Anna, which is Anna is the food. Body is sustained by the food, the element of food. This is called physical layer. How do you experience it? So when we are born as a babies, everything goes into the baby's mouth, right? So that is the experience of Annamaya kosha. Baby knows only Annamaya kosha. And for us, we can experience it by eating a proper food. And when you do yogasanas, your physical exercise is for the Annamaya kosha. Next comes Pranamaya kosha. When prana is everywhere, inside the body, outside the body, prana will increase and decrease. Annamaya kosha is sustained by Pranamaya kosha. Toddler going here and there, running around, toddlers, there is so much energy is being created, the prana is being created, the prana is running so much, they are not able to control. So when you see a toddler running everywhere, so when pranamaya is being developed. And how do we practice it? How do we experience it? Doing the pranayama. When after physical practice, so we do the pranayama practice. That is when we are practicing prana, channelizing the energy into a particular body part, or making the prana flow within our body. So next comes Manomaya kosha. Manomaya kosha is our emotions, our thoughts. So when children who are like 2 years, 3 years old asking a lot of questions, their thinking capacity, their Manomaya kosha is being developed. In yoga, when we do certain meditations, that is a practice for Manomaya Kosha. Calming down the mind, concentration, these meditation practices, some of the yoga practices will help nurture, calm down the mind for Manomaya Kosha. Then comes Vijnanamaya Kosha. How do we experience Vijnanamaya Kosha? Vijnanamaya Kosha is the discriminating faculty. When you go in yoga, when you go into the visualization, manifestation, the knowledge between the body and the soul, you are experiencing Vijnanamaya Kosha. You are always having more of the psychic abilities where you are able to depend on your gut feeling. Those are all Vijnanamaya Kosha practices. Then Anandamaya Kosha is being blissful, being happy no matter what your circumstances are. That is Anandamaya Kosha. The whole creation has come from this Ananda, the happiness, which is joy, the blissful state, which is the heart center, the love. Why do I need to know about these koshas? To understand yourself better. How do I experience these koshas? And when do I experience these koshas, right? These both are related. We experience these koshas from the beginning of our birth, because these koshas are part of our life. So the only thing is, how do we develop this, right? So these start when we are born. So you can experience these koshas, gross layer, from the gross layer, which is Annamaya Kosha, which is made up of Annam, food. Physical layer, the physical layer is made up of Annam. Pranamaya Kosha is through pranayama. Manomaya Kosha is from the meditation. Again, Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha, all of those are through deeper meditations and the knowledge. So to answer this Bhrugu's question, the most fundamental stuff from which all the creation has come from is Ananda, the bliss, the joy, the love, which is the source of everything, which all creation has come from. We are also creation which came from joy, the happiness, Ananda. How do you go from one koshas to another? So you go from physical layer, which is the gross body, to the subtle layer. So you go from Annamaya Kosha to Pranamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha to Manomaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha to Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Vijnanamaya Kosha to Anandamaya Kosha. So you go from gross body to the subtle body. So in yoga practice, we are going to do the physical asanas, then pranayama, then the meditation. The meditation, there are three parts. One is dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Dharana is for Manomaya Kosha, dhyana is for which you practice yourself is for Vijnanamaya Kosha, and samadhi is for Anandamaya Kosha. This is how we can practice all these koshas, feel all these koshas. Thank you for watching.